All right, students, so good morning. So today what we will do is we will do a quick revision of adiabatic process and VRMS, the root mean square velocity. Okay, the question, I will just let you know what is exactly is the question. And then what we will do is we will start with the question. First, we will discuss the theory part of this. Okay, the question is the gamma is known for the gas. It's an ideal gas whose gamma is known. The question is how much should the gas be expanded from V1 to V2 so that the root mean square velocity becomes half the existing velocity, right? So we have to link an adiabatic process with the RMS. These are the two concepts we will study. So before I start solving the question, I will quickly take you through the concepts. Very useful for the students who are in class 11, preparing for the upcoming JEE mains or NEET examination next year. So watch the theory first and then we will start the question. Okay. So this is what is an adiabatic process? It's a process in which no heat is exchanged with the surrounding, which means delta Q, the heat supplied or taken from the system is zero. Therefore, the first law of thermodynamics is written in a particular manner. The change in internal energy is equal to the work done by the system or on the system, right? This is the way first law of thermodynamics is written for adiabatic process. Second, the adiabatic process follows some equations. What are those equations? PV gamma is equal to constant. Correct? Second, TV gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. Third, T gamma P gamma minus 1 is equal to constant. What is gamma? Gamma is the ratio of the specific heat Cp by Cv. And what is the name given to gamma? Gamma is also called as adiabatic index. What is the gamma dependent on? It obviously depends on the monoatomic gas. It depends on diatomic gas or it's a triatomic gas. The value of gamma changes with the type of gas you're dealing with. Now, a monoatomic gas 1.67, diatomic gas gamma is 1.4 and triatomic gas gamma is equal to 1.33. I hope this is clear in your mind. What are we studying? Now, let's come to the third one. T gamma is equal to P gamma minus 1. So you have to memorize all this. First law of thermodynamics for adiabatic process. All these three equations. One very important thing you have to understand is the work done during the adiabatic process. The work done during the adiabatic process is given by P1 V1 minus P2 V2 divided by gamma minus 1. The other way to write the work done is also nR T1 minus T2 upon gamma minus 1. So we already know quite a lot about the process of adiabatic process, and it's what type of gas it is really. The only distinction is gamma. Now, some words about the root mean square velocity. Root mean square velocity of a gas is a concept in kinetic theory of gases. What is the one process you know of kinetic theory of gases? Diffusion is a process under kinetic theory of gases. Effusion, which is not in your course, but diffusion is, right? So just an example. But let's concentrate on the root mean square velocity. The root mean square velocity is written as under root of 3 kT by m, where k is your Boltzmann constant, T is the temperature, m is the mass of one atom of that gas, right? Irrespective, it doesn't matter in root mean square velocity whether it's monoatomic gas, diatomic gas, or a triatomic gas. It makes no difference to the root mean square velocity. The only difference is obviously their masses are different and therefore the value of the small m is different. Now the same equation of RMS can also be written as under root of 3 RT, right, by m, where R is your universal gas constant. Very, very important to note all of this. It's a quick revision for your concept of VRMS and the concept of adiabatic process and how we will bring them together, right? So RMS is only dependent on temperature of the gas, obviously square root of the temperature. The RMS is also dependent on molecular mass of the gas or mass of one molecule of the gas, inversely proportional, right? So VRMS is directly proportional to square root of temperature of the gas. Why I'm insisting this? Because I have sensed by discussing this, how will I solve the problem which is shown to you on the screen? How will you solve the problem? Let's discuss that. Now, we know we have to reduce the value of RMS to half, right? The velocity at certain volume and temperature was this, and now the velocity at another volume and temperature is this, right? Let's first write to reduce the velocity, how much temperature has to be changed. So I will write the expression using this concept that RMS is directly proportional to square root of temperature. Okay. So under root of 3K T2. My T2 is the new temperature for half the velocity. Okay. I am not able to, I cannot change the gas, right? The gas is M. So whether I change the volume temperature, it is still the same gas. So I will write it as 3K T1 upon M. So I will write it divided by 2 because my new temperature has to be reduced to do what? It is to be reduced to change the velocity, RMS. So what goes? 3K goes, M goes. So under root of T2 becomes equal to under of T1 upon 2. So T2 is equal to T1 upon 4. So my new temperature is how much? T1 by 4. So I have to reduce my temperature to 1 by 4. Right? What do I do with this? I know my second equation. Right? I will select, I'll go to these equations and say which one is good. So I know this is good because it links temperature and volume. TV gamma minus 1. So I am going to write T1 V1 gamma minus 1 is equal to T2 V2 gamma minus 1. I know my T1, so let's write T1. I know V1. I know means I have assumed the volume to be V1, temperature to be T1. What is gamma? So it is 1.5 minus 1. In this question, I had to use gamma, which actually is used in an adiabatic process. Remember, there is no gamma in VRMS. Its dependence on temperature and inversely proportional to mass is equal to T2, right? So T2 is now T2 is T1 by 4, right? I have reduced the temperature to 1/4. Now I have to worry about my volume. My focus is what should be the volume, new volume, so that the VRMS reduces to half. So I am going to write this as 1.5 minus 1 T, right? So 4 V1.5 is equal to V2 into 0.5, right? So this basically, what is this? This is, if I rewrite this, what exactly is this? This is 4 root of V1 is equal to root of V2, right? Power of 1 by 2 is nothing but root. Squaring both the sides, 16 V1 is equal to V2, right? So the volume has to be expanded 16 times the original volume. You have to increase the volume by 16 times to achieve what you have, right? So I hope you like this question and the quick revision of this concept of adiabatic process and RMS coming together. For those who are preparing for JEE mains, very important question. For those who are preparing for NEET, don't look at the mixing of the concept. Understand how the concepts of the adiabatic process separately and understand the concept of root mean square velocity separately, because it helps you in your examination, right? And of course, if you're in class 11, it is very beneficial for you to start your grounding or concept building with such numericals. If you want to watch detailed lectures on thermodynamics, go to my playlist. A lot of concepts, a lot of problems solved. This is the only channel in the country which is helping students prepare for the examination, right? You will be exam ready. I am not hiding the concept and giving advertisement to impress you. I am actually giving here the real question solving numerical practice and theory and lecture available to you free of cost, right? I'm giving my time. I'm putting a lot of effort. We are touching now around, moving towards 3,000 videos. Very beneficial for you if you're preparing for examination. So I'm not doing any promotion stuff. I'm just going for pure education so that it can benefit you to score you directly in examination. Right? No amount of gimmickry is going to help you learn physics unless you solve the real problems. Right? So I'm giving you that help. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. The physics has been explained in a manner which no other channel explains you. Thank you very much for your time and wait for the next video. And a quick revision of JEE concepts will follow this video. Thank you very much.